It seems you say he never gets caught. Should he be apprehended? As to your and the story this time. This story, what surprised me was that the letter contained the usual pleasantries and
Do you know who wrote?
my sister.
To help you grab.
From what the letter
Correct.
a stray book.
A war has broken out. She hoped to eat.
Is she all right?
If the operation by the eon above.
Those. Now you understand why she always.
How could this happen?
It's all in the past. Likewise, because this is mere. Would you still support Robin's? I am now aware of everyone's stand. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream. I know the suffering of being tormented. The turmoil of losing your way. How sorrow, and even despair, set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble...
So what is your definition?
Good question. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis, that is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract. So allow me to provide a simple example. During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance, and it is only on these days, that people do not have to adhere. From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession of Sundays. And thus, every person, there would be no need to bear the Miss Firefly. You who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome, you of all would surely understand this.
It sounds... But...
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to...
awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality.
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them.
That's another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this.
I admit that you are a born leader. But unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making the want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, perhaps in your mind. Because
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally. We'll leave it to you. Just as Mr. McKay.
What
Does this place... It's the realm Dr. Edward from the... So I thought... I'm counting on you then.
Himeko,
I wasn't sure. Exactly. The question now is, we're drawing closer to the truth.
all right. But
I guess... I'm not entirely sure, but let's give it a try.
wait, you managed to choose the right door on your first try?
Weird. If I remember correct. And hold on.
This could be a case since this place seems...
Yeah. Then.
Mikhail, so
I'm sorry,
Anything special?
Mikhail.
Grandpa?
But we haven't... Could you tell us more?
Yeah, sure. He didn't. Every time he came back,
It appears that the sea. So where is your grandpa now?
he went off on an. So, where has Clocky gone? Did he leave to protect Dreamville? I heard.
You and
Yeah, they follow Miss Mirror's.
sailors?
Could you tell us more about the compass?
The compass is.
That's a great story.
Huh? Weird.
Perhaps Clocky.
I think I hear the sound of water.
You once mentioned there's a magnificent fountain up ahead. Look, there it is!
The water every time I get.
Have you recalled anything?
Yeah, he often said that those.
Yeah. Hey, don't tease!
Perhaps every adventurer far from home can...
Yeah. Well, Grandpa was at home back then. I would ask him when I could go.
It seems this
Yeah.
But this raises more questions. Could this be...
I'm sorry. Perhaps I'll share your burden.
We're going to the opposite side, right?
No, we should turn
Huh? Something feels different.
up ahead. Is Grandpa's study.
The atmosphere in this room...
Misha! You finally come!
Clocky!
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. He described how to ensure that everyone had on that day. I asked him if I could go.
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky. An ocean of... He said that...
A train?
It's the Astral Express. I remember now. Then, he said, the distant sound of...
Exactly, Misha!
Yeah.
This is the dream jigsaw, right? So we're supposed to find the exit. But...
Do you remember? You said...
Hey...
Looks like we're just one...
I'm getting the hang of this. This is it. While I've spent my time here,
So...
Yes, but this dream bubble...
Wait. Why does it...
Marge. Do you...
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But...
Looks like everyone on the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. Her experience showed, and when we were in Dream Flux, A mimetic life that can only be seen by a select few?
But Misha can...
That's the key to the mist. Have you ever seen?
Wait.
That's the answer, March. I should have stayed here and waited for you. When reality and memories merged, I unconsciously pushed open that door and left the bubble with Clocky.
So it's not that the Watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, and the whistle you heard.
That's one way to see it. How about we...
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self. I was born on Lushaka. Mikhail Char Legwork. Or simply, if you prefer, you can...
So, you're the Watchmaker?
Unfortunately, as for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream. A friend of Clocky, a young apprentice, and a future mechanic on the Express. And this also marks the beginning of his journey, devoted to
At the end of the journey. However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for...
Because I don't think Misha has forgotten his... The one who brought our unconscious friend.
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I start. But in the end, you found me. If I may apologize, I left my homeland as I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles. So, if you ask what's left within this worn-out train engine that can be called a legacy, now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you. All I have for you is a story and two gifts. I want to give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, and my hat too. Now, it's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door and enter the long dream of an old man. I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
All right, everyone. Although I don't think anyone will have any objections.
Of course.
In that case, then let's proceed together.
Mikhail, where are you going?
Someone has to step up and save Lushaka.
Please don't go.
Even without me, you know how. Now go!
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car.
Wait, first tell me,
Did you,
I know what it looked like before.
well, it's the hands, Mr. Amundsen.
I see. You'll...
But I only know how to fix...
Don't worry.
Where are you going, legwork? I'm stick. I see. The people of Astana have only achieved a tiny victory. Don't worry. Yeah, this is Mr. Amundsen's hat. Farewell, Leg.
Where are you going, Watchmaker?
Don't worry, Micah. Someone has to be at the forefront.
Because you're all we have!
But what will happen to... Tiernan. We Nameless won't if I don't come back in one piece.
Where are you going?
Oh.
Answer my question. What?
Relax, Gallagher.
Oh, come on. If you die too, the secret of Stellaron...
Yes. We'll organize a festival using the Watchmen.
So...
Desperate. Don't we have you here, my friend? Make sure to send an invitation to the Astral Express.
Misha!
Oh, it's you, Clocky.
Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met.
Write it down? Why?
Oh,
Of course.
yes, but I was a kid. I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too. And that's when you appeared.
Yeah. Every night.
But you know what? It was so. Your name should have been Compassy. And the watchmaker is just a nameless.
We've arrived at Dreamflux Reef. So, where to next?
You know, Clocky, I don't think I'll be going anywhere else. I've traveled far enough, and it's time for a little...
Oh,
No, I'll stay here. And then...
this is where it ends? You told me that the Trailblazer...
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
My next destination? Misha? You're acting weird today. If you're feeling down...
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream. So, do you know what... Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go, but don't worry. Whether it's calming, happy, angry, or sad, all they need is a little nudge to take that step. I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others. Such is the essence of clockwork, the will of the Trailblaze. Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
Just like your hands, always pointing ahead. This is where my journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
Trailblazing means taking paths your predecessors forswore and venturing even further. The Penacony in Mikhail's dreams does not belong to order.
I can't believe that Eon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance from the legacy of the Trailblaze? Or perhaps the bond between you is so strong that it even impresses an Eon?
Well, there might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen Eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members, I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, if you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and...
When life's all go, the trick is to steal a bit of downtime, right? Does that mean he...
I'm afraid so.
This is weird.
Well, I sensed a strong... That's why he'll get...
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, now that we've taken up the...
However, a desire to dream. They've harnessed...
What do you mean?
I believe Firefly.
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable reward because one of the...
3 times?
The first time. What? So now I've understood the meaning of my second death. And I am prepared to face it. Only by achieving victory in this battle.
The most terrible...
The true death.
We must do everything we...
Have you made...
Yes.
Thank you again for your assistance for the...
Yeah. I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, my biggest death. May we meet again in reality.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from... That's your next stop.
Land of the dream. You mean?
Silverwolf told me.
Well, I want till people die. We.
Do you exist
Are you not the same? If I were to die, though it's death, the tombstone, that it will bear the...
That's quite I can sense that this... It's a shame you won't be able to see it first. Yeah. Not just those nameless. Even Mr. Wings is just like you. Stubborn. Won't listen or give up, no matter what. Well, fate is unpredictable, I guess. If we weren't bound by those cursed paths, maybe we could have had some good talks. But in the end, we managed to do it. And now we can find solace. Remember how those idiots cursed us? They said, "Go to hell, you worthless traitors." Well, then I'll be joining you soon. Let's get together and have supper again. Oh, here's to you. To the imperfect.
It's a shame these...
Seriously? It becomes... Have you...
Before coming here, I stopped by a place. The flavor wasn't exact. Don't worry about it.
Well, by the way...
No, I had a companion in Orkron. She... became stagnant water.
Well...
Condolences. I don't need them. The girl left with a smile. She never regretted her choice and most definitely wanted me to say goodbye with a smile. So, that's what I did.
That's proof that you're grieving for her.
Or... perhaps...
Afraid?
I'm afraid I'll forget that. I fear that those
Hard to imagine.
Because as long as this...
But you're right about...
When will this rain?
Perhaps...
Have you heard of a planet half an Amber Era ago?
Do you think the same thing?
Yes. Or how else can...
Because of the nihility,
I would disagree. Biaris Scamandros is not part of the credit system or connected to the Silver Rail. It's nothing more than a remote civilization sheltered by the Harmony. But Penacony is different. If the family messes...
No, they don't.
What do you mean?
The path in Penacony.
Do you remember the 2 paths
Shepe, the Harmon.
Holy forgaroni. But I don't see any
I can't say for sure. The Charmony Festival will start soon.
Time is running out. I have another plan.
Hold on.
Exactly.
Think it over carefully.
I have considered it thoroughly. My companions are...
Are you the only one here, my child? The Nameless is quite the diplomat. Our secrets have spread like wildfire within the family. And this is a crucial moment for us. So, where is the chosen one who harmonizes?
What do you mean, Master? I'm right here in front of you, aren't I?
You know, she was supposed to be the star of the Charmony Festival.
But the plan has changed. As her brother, I know she doesn't want to sing for the Order. So I'll take her place.
You've always been wise beyond your years. I'm sure you understand the consequences of your choice.
If you consider this a betrayal, well, there can't be two...
Do you believe?
If karma exists, then everyone has their own karma. You have yours, and I have mine. And my karma has nothing...
All right. Since you're willing to sacrifice yourself for her, I'll grant your wish.
Well, the compromise came sooner than expected. Why?
You and your sister were born as twins of the Order. Of course. You're still as clever as you were when you were a child. The opening is near. Go, my child. Seize the power of the harmony.
I have one final question, Master. Why did you choose to bring the Order to Penacony? Wouldn't it have been better to choose a desperate world, instead of a city filled with hope and dreams?
It's for justice, my child. If we lose justice in our hearts, we'll make the same mistake as the heart.
So, it's not you who manipulates the dreamscape with the stone?
Well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,000.
I shall ascend. Bathed in my light, my people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated.
This is the interior.
It's quite
And not only that, even if we're late, let's explore around.
Gosh, the atmosphere here is so creepy and unsettling. Even if...
Are these puppets?
Something
There's no other grand...
So Sundays...
My apology. I'm waiting for you behind the curtain. Following the Asdana tradition, history is a within it. Let us commence with the... After the Dusk Wars, darkness veiled the sky, and chaos consumed the earth. Anna, the Order, emerged, destined to restore all existence. That marked the first day. They gathered nebulae and forged them into pigs, thus creating a grand lyre with black and white keys. Strike the white keys, and the sun...
The puppets are gathering around the frame. Are they expecting us to end? Where are we?
The atmosphere here. This act is named...
I thought things were...
I genuinely wish to avoid a violent clash with my esteemed guests from afar. Therefore, I've arranged 3 acts before the situation becomes irreparable. Where shall we start our narrative? Well, let's start with the time when Penacony was still a frontier prison. In 2147 AE, a prisoner named Hanunu ignited a struggle for liberty and emerged triumphant.
We've shattered the cages and expelled
It's true
the guards.
that Hanunu was a legendary hero, but it must be acknowledged that while he bestowed freedom upon the prisoners, he didn't grant them true liberation.
Thank you for staying here, honorable travelers. However,
The 3 nameless stayed on the planet, endeavoring to spread the tenets of Trailblaze throughout the frontier prison. Alas, their efforts proved futile.
let's build another prison.
Once again, Asdana was engulfed in war, this time the enemies originating from within. The prisoners remained prisoners for the rest of their lives, fighting for freedom rather than...
I hope you like the
As you can see, freedom permeates...
prisoners. This is
Hey! Why do we have to fight while enjoying the show? Walk in the park.
For I desire not only your enjoyment, but also your assistance in its completion.
Stay right there while I give you a present!
Turn up the volume.
Time to make some mischief! You can't run!
Keep up with my tempo.
Look for the tiles before you start counting.
Form a line, villains! Now you see me? Now you don't! Try that again! Luke.
Time for the...
That's a set! Fights are like gambling. Time for the payout. Time to make some mischief!
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all! Let's rock!
No one can restrain you anymore.
Thus conclude.
This must be, however...
This show is... These puppets... Where are they guiding us this time?
They transmuted streams of stars into inked nibs, creating symbols to be pronounced and counted. They molded stardust into flowing rivers, assigning the righteous upstream and the unjust downstream. Thus, all things were marked, and the world learned to discern between good and evil. That marked the
Look! Another frame!
Ode to Fool.
The surroundings are...
Behold the ensuing tale, a struggle for power. Penacony witnessed the ascent of the 7 major lineages: tree, grass, flower, bird, beast, fruit, and insect. Peace never truly graced Land of the Exiles. The history in this era is rich and intricate, so please allow me to present it in allegorical form.
Welcome to this mansion, dear Knights.
Land of the Exiles was in disarray, besieged by both internal and external perils. Though the 7 major lineages appeared united on the surface, each harbored their own ambitions, leading to ceaseless conflict.
Accountant! We are the pillars of this mansion.
The Black Plum family was the first to fall. They withered away in the White Desert event, orchestrated by the Alfalfa family. The leader of the Alfalfa family sought to defect to the IPC, trading freedom for survival. However, his eldest son slew him in the name of righteousness and ascended as the new family head. Only when Gopher Wood led the family to Land of the Exiles and earned recognition from all 5 major lineages.
Dear out. I wish.
This is the second...
But this new master...
Perhaps this is the...
Looks like... This puppet isn't responding.
anything for my new... Master!
Master. Once I... My former master has lost...
Master is no longer here. Master is no longer here.
Either I shall... Without a master. Thank you. Heed me, cast aside.
Get ready. Looks like another...
Listen, the snow blankets all of us gone. The sky trembles, and the earth teeters on the brink of collapse. At the edge of the silver universe, the first blood sprouts under the rising sun.
Try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Better late than never. Fights are like gambling. You have to choose when...
That's it.
Don't need this style. Luck of the draw. Please, 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 please. Looks like victory!
Now you see me? Now you don't! You have the worst luck running into me.
Pretty good crap. Let's rock!
That's a set.
Alas, they thus conclude.
This is how Pentecost...
This guy really...
Wow.
They used the planetary rings to establish the law, forging a code of conduct among the masses. A grand lyre with black and white keys served as an instrument, while symbols of articulation and numerical notation took the form of musical notes. The downward flowing river became a melody, and the canon of law dictated the form. Thus, all...
This guy is really into these puppets. Oh, I get it.
And the atmosphere here.
This is the concluding act of this play. I have showcased the past and present of Penacony, hoping that my desire for change resonates within you. And now, I shall reveal its future to you.
Responsibility for the people. If the people battle for souls, we will make choices on their behalf and bear the responsibility. The weak and stand against the mighty. We shall support one, protect the weak, and standing against the mighty.
Wow, good stuff.
Without a king, who shall govern the movement of stars? Before the rising, everything follows its natural course, and we no longer have.
Good stuff.
Hey!
Perhaps we'll...
So...
We no longer have need for a king, for we have become kings of...
How did it go? You can't change that?
My apology.
Let our previous...
Prepare for battle.
Descending from the infinite spiral staircase, I traverse towards the future with measured steps. No need to remember it or seek my existence. For the contours of my mind shall intersect with other experiences.
Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all! Turn up the volume.
Form a line, Billy! You're annoying! You have the worst luck running into me.
Keep up with my tempo.
Fights are like gambling. You have to choose when to strike. Don't need this style.
My turn.
Turn up the volume.
That's a hard, win big, keep... Ha! What do you call it small?
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music conquers all!
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
This song's just for keep up with my tempo!
Wait for the tiles before you...
Pretty good crowd today. Turn up the volume!
In the hushed expanse of what is mine shall...
This is the final scene. Let's go. Once...
They imbued the world with meaning, yet all thus on
This grand theater...
Everyone, get ready.